What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pound for Pound House. So, Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland are going to face off at UFC 297. It's the next event coming up, next big event coming up. I'm super excited. I'm ready to see what's going to happen between them. Even though the card, unfortunately, is not huge, I think the card is kind of lackluster. I almost feel like what happened was when they were putting together 296, they were like, you know what? It's all good. 297 doesn't have to be so crazy because 296 is going to be amazing. But unfortunately, 296 didn't live up to the hype either. So, whatever. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I'm going to break the fight down and give you my prediction. So, let's just jump into it. So, coming up with Dricus du Plessis. South African guy, obviously has been on, I don't know if it's a tear or it's luck or, I don't even know what to call it at this point, but I just know he's on something. He's just been somehow, especially the first couple fights against Brad Tavares, Darren Till, Derek Brunson, like he just got through all of them, and it's just, it's almost like we were calling him the luckiest guy to ever fight at one point. And then he went out and then he destroyed Robert Whittaker, which was heartbreaking because Robert Whittaker is my guy. And, unfortunately, that didn't turn out to be so good for him. But, kudos to du Plessis. He took him out, second round KO. Which was an awesome performance, an amazing performance. So, all respect to him. And, he was supposed to go up against Izzy, but that didn't work out. And now he's still getting lucky and getting, somehow it worked out where he's, maybe not call it lucky, but it's worked out where he's just getting the fight for the title, right? I think at one point people were saying after, Hamzat fighting against Kamaru, if that, once that played out, they were going to maybe give it to Hamzat. But listen, he didn't perform as well, obviously. So du Plessis got it. So he's obviously a big dude for this weight class. He's not small. He's, I think he probably easily walks around probably above 200. He's a big dude, tall, 6'1", 76-inch reach. He's obviously got a shit ton of power. So, he's definitely a big guy for this weight class. So, he's got some good submissions too. He was able to stop Darren Till, which I think Darren Till was kind of on his way out anyway. So, whatever. He was able to do that with Darren Till. And then he's had some fights in the past where he had in the EFC, where he was able to, I think, win the title at that point. With the choke. But a lot of his fights are just, punches or strikes and just taking people out that way. Which just shows you he's a finisher. He's going to finish his fight. So even though he fought some guys that were kind of on their way out, beating Robert Whittaker kind of solidified him. And he was able to take out Robert Whittaker very convincingly. So that really puts him, or that gives him the, I want to say, the go-ahead, or, really puts him in the line to fight for the title. So he deserves it. And he took out the gatekeeper. So, Robert Whittaker was the gatekeeper. He pretty much beat everybody else. So this is, he's obviously got all the skills to get it done. He's obviously, he can fight standing up. He can fight on the ground. So it'd be interesting to see what he chooses to do with Strickland. But let's dive into Strickland. Possible outcomes, at least I feel like might be. So Strickland's obviously had a long history. He's had some ups and downs. He was in welterweight. He lost there, won there. He's obviously got beat by the ex-champ Kamaru. But he's also won a lot of good fights, And he obviously had some losses as he was in the middleweight division as well. Jared Cannonier, Alex Pereira, was multiple 2 division champion, and then Jared Cannonier, who it's an interesting story from him, coming from heavyweight down to middleweight. And he's obviously made some great adjustments to be where he is today. I think he's number 2 ranked. And the fact that, I almost think he actually almost won that fight. Now that I'm thinking about it, he might have actually even won that fight. It was a close fight too, though. But listen, kudos to Jared for that. And then he came back and he was just like on a kind of like a wave now. He took out Nasser Dean, and then he took out Abus with like some. I mean, he got him down. He TKO'd him, but it was a good finish. It was a great finish for round 2. And then obviously the big Izzy knockdown in the first round, and then the whole fight in itself. Izzy was obviously, probably not the same fighter we're used to seeing, or maybe he was just really overwhelmed with the pressure. That only Izzy would know, not us. But he looked like it wasn't the same Izzy, at least that I'm used to seeing. But, Strickland got the job done. So that's that. And so he's really just not that heavy for his class. I think he's usually he's not like a weight bully or anything like that. He's pretty good for his weight. I think he probably doesn't walk around that heavy anyways. And he's usually not that big during fight night. He's similar, height, similar reach. A kook fighter, crazy fighter. Not I'm gonna say kook fighter, but he's crazy. He's just crazy. I think he knows it himself. He's kind of crazy. But obviously a guy like a man on a mission type of thing. And he's relentless with his fighting. He doesn't back up. He just keeps coming forward. Sometimes, chin high, that Philly shell style, doesn't give up, keeps going for you. Strong striker. I think his wrestling, I remember when he used his wrestling against Brendan Allen, I want to say. I don't remember much of his wrestling fights. Obviously, he lost his one grappling match that he had, or whatever it was. So I don't know how much his wrestling game is there. But now, how does it go between him and Du Plessis? I think if Strickland comes in the same way he always comes in, like just striking, keeping his chin up, just wanting to kind of like thinking that he's just going to keep going after Du Plessis and not actually, switching his game a little bit, I think he loses. Now, Du Plessis, he's just got to do his crazy shit that he always does. Since now he's got his nose fixed. I know how that feels. Once you get your nose fixed, you suddenly could breathe 10 times better. Apparently, he didn't have that tank before, but now he did. We didn't get to see it with the Robert Whittaker fight, but the thing is with Strickland, he's gonna have to, unless he just like knocks him out, he's going all 5 with him. Strickland's gonna be coming forward, and I think he's just gonna do that. That's what I feel like. I don't think he's gonna do anything different. I think he's just gonna come forward, and I think that Du Plessis might pick apart his game plan, and he might either submit him or just knock him out. It just comes down to who executes their game plan better. And, I think that Du Plessis is kind of the guy with the man with the plan, I want to say. I think his team is going to come in with a really solid game plan. I just feel like Strickland might just come in there straight slugging like he always does. Now, I know he's the betting favorite still. But if I had to put my money on someone, I'm thinking Du Plessis. Yeah, thinking it's Du Plessis. My heart goes with Strickland. USA, you know, all the way. But I think Strickland is just still going to do his usual shit. He's going to come in with the same game plan, which is cool. I mean, like, listen, we all love a striking match. Great. We all love a banger like that. But is he get the job done with somebody like this dude? I don't know. He's a big dude. He's good all around. And obviously after what he did to Robert Whittaker, I mean, how can you not take his side, right? How can you not go with du Plessis? Like, really? So I really feel like du Plessis is going to win this fight. That's my pick, guys. I think du Plessis is the one. He's the underdog, but I think he's the one. And, you know, nothing really tells me that otherwise. I mean, nothing tells me otherwise. So, yeah, I think it's the one. I think du Plessis is the guy. I think he gets it done. I think he either gets it by submission or he gets a TKO, but I think he has to do it early. I don't think it's going to favor him in the later rounds. That's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video. Also, if you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can see all the new videos I upload.